Jim Littell and Chad Weiberg both mutually agreed on Littell leaving his position as Cowgirl basketball head coach. Stillwater doesn't have a center to process recycling, and its current contract with Cedar Creek Farms expires in June. It could be said that the fall is all about football, but this means that the spring is about every other sport. The average college student spends 3.5 hours a day in class. What do you do with the rest of your time? The OSU polo team spends their time here taking care of 19 horses. But did you know you can also donate plasma here and get paid for it? OSU had a tough weekend on the diamond. The 6th-ranked Cowboys were swept at home by number 15 Gonzaga. Despite the loss, Cowboy baseball is making national noise with their early season top ranking and state-of-the-art facilities. Stillwater doesn't have a center to process recycling, and its current contract with Cedar Creek Farms expires in June. Trash rates have already gone up once and will be going up again on January 1st, 2023 to pay for a new facility here at Republic Services. The increased trash rates were supposed to fund a $1.6 million recycling staging center near Stillwater Regional Airport, but this plan has changed.
And the initial estimate was about $1.6 million to construct the facility, and then COVID came. The cost to build the facility due to material costs escalated to around $3.2 million.
Trash rates increased by 11.5% in 2021 and will increase 4% more to cover the city's new plan. In the new plan, Republic Services will build a facility at the landfill to store and sort recycled material. Then they will transfer the material to Tulsa for processing.
Being able to sort it there and then get it to the different materials recovery facilities for us is it's a great win-win for both of us, for all of us. So it was also less cost in the long run.
Exact costs for the new contract are hard to give because they'll be based on the amount of waste from residents. The Recycling Task Force is hoping to teach and encourage college students and residents to learn about what should be recycled.
And then the homes in the area around where the college students live, they're very poor at sorting. We need to educate the college students a bit more on what recycling is all about and encourage it.
Trash rates are going up in 2023 to pay for the new facility. It's important to educate the community on what can and can't be recycled to keep trash out of the recycling and reduce costs in the long run. Reporting from Republic Services, Katie Pelzel, News OSU. Oklahoma State has another national championship. Cowgirl Equestrian won its first national championship in program history. This makes them the first OSU women's team to win a national championship. The team defeated Fresno State and Big 12 rival TCU in the first 2 rounds. The top-ranked Cowgirls brought down number 3 Texas A&M 11-9 in the championship round. The meet came down to the final point where Sydney Ziegler beat her opponent 250.5 to 249. The win marked their 15th this season, making their best record in program history. The Cowgirls made even more history this weekend as the first Big 12 team to win the national championship. Stillwater is now home to 2 championship teams after the weekend. Oklahoma State Cheer won its 2nd consecutive national title at NCAA Nationals in Daytona. This marks OSU Cheer's 8th national championship title. Oklahoma State also had a good week on the diamond. Baseball started the week with a win against Wichita State. Michael Zorales is at O'Brate Stadium to tell us how the Cowboys' bats came alive last Tuesday. The number 3 Cowboys also won 2 of 3 games against West Virginia. The Cowboys defeated the Mountaineers on Sunday with a run rule in 8 innings. Right-hander Bryce Osmond dominated on the mound with a career-high 11 strikeouts. 3 Cowboys hit home runs in the first inning to propel them over West Virginia. The Pokes cruised through the 7th 9-1 despite the home team earning a pair of runs. 2 runs came in on a wild pitch in the 8th before Caden Brumbaugh plated the final run with a single. Justin Campbell was named Big 12 Co-Pitcher of the Week for the 2nd time this season. Cowgirl softball dominated Big 12 play over the weekend. The Cowgirls swept Kansas to improve to 34-7 and 11-1 in the Big 12. It was a weekend of run rules as the Cowgirls beat the Jayhawks 10-2 on Sunday. 9 out of 10 Cowgirl batters logged hits in the third game of the series. Consistent offense was the name of the game all weekend. The Cowgirls are on the road tomorrow night in Tulsa at 5. OSU has the chance to bring home a couple more trophies this week. Men's and women's tennis head to Fort Worth, while women's golf heads to Hockley for Big 12 championships. That's all for sports. We'll see you next week. The average college student spends 3.5 hours a day in class. What do you do with the rest of your time? The OSU polo team spends their time here taking care of 19 horses. OSU has a club polo team that is completely student-run and organized.
Everything is taken care of by ourselves at the field, so feeding morning and night, all blanketing, getting water for the horses because we don't have water on property.
The current facility has no running water or electricity, which leaves members that have trucks driving water troughs from campus 3 times a week. Horses have more basic needs than just water, such as visiting the vet. Members pay dues each semester to cover these needs, but it still isn't enough. The team isn't well known or funded by the university, so the club turns to fundraising.
We did philanthropy this year and got a couple grand, not enough to pay for more than 2 vet visits.
OSU's polo team has been very successful, losing only 1 match this season. With their performance during the season, the team has been selected as the wild card for nationals.
So this is the first time any OSU team, male or female, is going to nationals.
The team will travel to nationals in Virginia, where they will compete on horses provided by the hosting schools.
There's going to be a couple of different people that are providing strings of horses for us to use. Unfortunately, we are not able to travel with our horses that far.
OSU will take on University of Kentucky in the first round as they make school history. Katie Pelzel, News OSU.